drop your purse, kick your shoes off, cause it's about to go down. What's up, people? This is your girl Chay, Eday, bringing you the Basketball Wives Brawl news. That's right, Basketball Wives LA Season 5, Episode 9. This is the one before the one that I've been waiting for. Okay, like, I've been watching the show. Hopefully, if you've clicked on this video, you've seen some of the episodes this season. But if you haven't, don't worry about it. Okay, because the juicy part, the interesting part is going down now. So episode 9, right? This is where we see DJ Duffy, aka the producer, director of, I don't know what, stuff, videos, supposedly. And our girl, Tammy Roman, finally get into it. Now, this is just the start, okay? There's a nasty cliffhanger at the end, but it's going to come. But this is the beginning of where we see the two women come to almost blows for episode 9 at least. Now later on they do get into it. I have shown you guys the previews and stuff. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it here and you can check that out. But for some reason, Duffy is crazy. She has come with an attitude from day one of, bitch, you need to prove yourself to me. You know what I'm saying? I got my words twisted. Hang on. You know what? I forgot to shout out our sponsor. So this is my new coffee company, and this is the new sponsor of my channel. And here we go. Let's say thank you to Zero Fucks Coffee. Okay, that's the coffee that I drink every day. Now today's coffee, what we got? Today, this is Hawaiian coffee. Sure. That's right, it's Hawaiian. And you can see I have put some juicy pineapple pieces in there. Okay, sort of to spruce it up, but it's very good. So, like I said, Duffy's had an attitude from day one. Well, now she has volunteered. Okay, nobody asked her. She said, let me do this to be the director of Tammy's daughter's first music video. Her daughter, one of her daughters, is a rapper, very talented young lady, and her name is Jazz. If you're gonna step up and volunteer to launch somebody's career, until your job is done, okay, so for her, she's directing the music video. Until the music video is done, I'm thinking that you need to be on your A game. Now, I don't know what letter that Duffy was on with this whole situation. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere around M or N. But it certainly wasn't her A game, because all the time when Tammy is checking on her with what's going on, have we got this, have we got that, you see Duffy's like, I got this, I got this. Well, you don't have it until you do. So when Tammy is sitting there with the girls and she says, okay, have you got the vehicles? And she says, yeah, I got the vehicles, because they want to get fancy cars, you know, Rolls Royce and all kind of things. Then she turns to her friend Brandy, another chick in the show, and says, Brandy, I need your car next week. Right on the spot, right in front of Tammy. So it's like, wait, you don't got this. You just went out to get it. Like, and then she says to Malaysia, oh, Malaysia, can I borrow your car next week too? You don't know if these women have plans. You don't know if their car is in service. If it's dirty, then it has to be professionally buffed and in my opinion, like, the rims gotta be polished and and transportation and how you're gonna get there, what time you're gonna get there, has to all have been arranged. But sitting right in front of Tammy, here goes DJ Duffy. Well, you know what? I'm gonna call her Duffy. I'm gonna stop calling her DJ. Because to me, a DJ denotes a profession. And that denotes a certain level of professionalism. Both of which I see lacking in Duffy. So we're gonna call her Duffy. And you know what? If I have some more coffee, we might even end up calling her something else. We will see. But, you know, stuff like that. And then Tammy's asking her, so what time does the shoot start? And again, she's very unprofessional. I figure it should start at noon because I don't like to get up early. Well, hell no. You know what? Tammy took a minute and she went and had a meeting with Jazz and the band and the stylist and the creative team, as she kind of calls them. But for me, at that exact moment that you said, let's start at noon because I don't like to get up early, your ass would have been fired on the spot. Because obviously, you're not taking it that seriously. Who the hell shoots a music video and says, let's start at noon? Number one, nobody I know starts filming something that has multiple scenes, multiple shots, has outdoor shots, I presume, because they've got the cars in there. And you're gonna start at high noon? No, that doesn't work. And number two, first she wants to start at noon. I think that's trifling. But then she says it to her client, even though she's not getting paid. You don't tell the person, oh, because I don't want to get up. So that just shows you don't have no commitment. Girl, it was trifling from start to finish. Duffy's ass needed to be fired. And Tammy and the team quickly figured that out, made a conclusion and said, hey, you know what? Let me just cut this girl right now. She needs to bounce because she is immature. And honestly, I really think it's a maturity level. Everybody should cater to her. And when she's good and ready is good enough. Well, no, Duffy, when you're good and ready is not good enough. Now, I kind of disagree with Tammy telling her in front of everybody. But at the same time, maybe it was out of frustration. Tammy's like, I'm not scheduling any more of my day to let you know. And when they even start initially talking, Duffy just proves Tammy made the right decision. Because she's like telling her, well, if you want to, you know, Tammy's main thing was, you haven't communicated with me. I don't know what's going on. And I don't feel comfortable allowing you to carry on with this project. And Duffy says, well, if you wanted to know, you could have called me. Well, bitch, that's the wrong answer. That's the director's job. So she wants Tammy to keep phoning her and what? Like, hope to get her, leave voicemail messages, ask questions. No, she got it twisted. She is not prepared to run the show. She's probably fine being involved in something, but she's not up to the level of actually being in charge of anything. That might come. Maybe watching this footage will show her, but nah. To me, it was amateur, it was disrespectful, and it was very unprofessional, okay? Well, after she's telling Tammy, Duffy decides to tell Tammy a couple things about herself.
First of all, what went through my mind is how stupid am I to actually volunteer for this?
Number one, you can't fire me because you don't pay me. Well, first of all, again, Duffy is showing her immaturity. You certainly can be fired from a project, whether or not you're going to get paid at the end of it. You're either invited or you can't sit here. So as far as I'm concerned, Tammy's very clear in saying, you can't sit here. Thank you for your services. No, and then she's like, really, Tammy? No. Thank you for your voluntary services. You may go now. That's bullshit. And then the second thing is when she, for some reason, decides to call Tammy a bitch. After someone says they don't want you to be there, guess where you should go? Elsewhere. That's it. It's simple. So why are you arguing? You know, the minute you tell me, gotta go, okay, bye. I'm out. Peace, deuces, whatever. So the whole conversation was bizarre. I think that maybe she was embarrassed a little bit, but she only ended up making a bigger fool of herself by arguing with Tammy. And on top of it, her arguments were whack because, like I said, you can certainly be fired, okay? Bye-bye. Well then, after she keeps yelling 2-3 more times, you can't fire me, you can't fire me. What does Tammy do? Tammy decides to show her the door. So she kind of did a little like, okay, out you go, out you go, out you go. And I think Duffy was shocked, but she just said, don't put your hands on me. Well, you know what happens then? Tammy then decides to let her know that she's not playing. And instead of answering Tammy back, Duffy should have just hit the road. Because Tammy then takes 2 hands, boom. I can put my hands where I want. Well, now, Tammy, you know that's wrong, but I know you were hot at the time. And she's not like she punched her or slapped her, but just the shoving, I think probably now in hindsight, Tammy realizes that is not what her anger management taught her. But sometimes things don't go to plan, and oh well, this was one of those times. However, when Duffy turned around and said, bitch, you don't want me to beat you in front of your daughter. I was like, what? What did she just say? This girl's crazy. She told Tammy Roman, you don't want me to beat you in front of your daughter. And that's when, to me, all hell was guaranteed to break loose. Like, there's no question. What does Tammy say? She turns to her daughter and says, Jazz, leave the room. That's when Tammy Roman delivers the line of the season. Drop your purse, kick your shoes off, and get comfy. Oh my God. At that point, it was going to go guaranteed left. There's no way around it. And to me, like I said, Duffy was just doing too much by still being there. And when someone tells you drop your purse, it's time to go. Unless you actually want to fight with them. Did you guys see, real quick, did you guys see Jazz for 2 seconds try and block her mother from approaching Duffy? That was insane. I mean, to me, it was like Mama Bear when she swats her baby cub out of harm's way. That's what it looked like. Tammy just was like, ugh. And all of a sudden, I think Jazz was down in the next building or something. Like, not harsh, but it's like, you have no chance. So please fall back. And at that point, you saw Jazz like, I'm out. And furthermore, I agree with Tammy for that respect level of, listen, someone is coming at me, threatening to beat my ass. You don't need to stand in front of me, okay? You need to run for cover and stay safe. It was unnecessary. Before it even got to that point, Duffy should have left. But if you run your mouth, then just be prepared that eventually you might run into someone who is done talking. And that's what happened there. Now, they gave us a nasty old cliffhanger. Oh my God, I hate when they do that, but you know, I'm trying to get us to come back, which it will work because I will be back and I know you will be back next week. However, it had no choice. And so what I want to know is what you guys think. This is how I see it. I see that Duffy was totally unprofessional. She deserved to get fired. And the minute someone told you you're fired, you should just go and have some dignity and respect for yourself. But like I said, Tammy shouldn't really physically encourage Duffy towards the door. She shouldn't have did that. Although that wasn't the pop-off point. That was not the pop-off point. The pop-off point was when Duffy said, bitch, you don't want me to beat you in front of your daughter. Now, like, that is it, right? Like, we can't really go any further now that you're threatening to beat somebody. But especially somebody like Tammy, okay? It's too far, it's too much. But I want to know what you guys think. We will stay tuned. Like I said, you know, we're going to come back. Now, for me, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to keep reviewing it because it is getting interesting. But before you go, let me let you know what's happening next. I'm just about to do a video because we need to talk about Jackie Christie and Angel Love. That whole scene is crazy. Like, this episode was really intense. It had not one, but it had two OGs barking at the new dogs. So we got to cover that. I have some really strong opinions. I'm sure you do on how that all went, who was to blame, what should have happened. So we'll dish into that in a minute. But here, let me link two things. Number one, I want to link Jazz's video because poor Jazz is just trying to get her talent on. The video turned out great. It was not produced by Duffy. And it was really good. It was quirky, it was young, energetic. I liked it. So let's give her some hits and views. Download it on iTunes, all that good stuff. Okay, bye. See you soon. Okay, come back. Make sure. Hit subscribe. Hit Twitter, share. Facebook, share. Google Plus, share. Okay, bye. I gotta go. I'll see you soon.